Terry Scott is out as a Portland head coach after 9 seasons, after exiting in the first round 4 times in the last 5 years. Terry Scott is out. I think this is the right move. Nothing against Terry Scott. He looks like he's a good head coach. He looks like he'll probably get a job somewhere else, but they need to go in a different direction. They need someone else. They need a different voice in there. We'll see who ends up getting the head coaching job is going to be coveted. I think anybody would want to coach Damian Lillard. I think they're saying Jason Kidd is one of the favorites. They're also talking about Chauncey Billups. So we'll see who gets it. Whoever gets that job, their main priority should be to get some defense in that team. I think that's been the number one struggle for that team since forever. Like they could score points against anybody. Lillard could take over any game, but that defense is just not there. It hasn't been there, and my fear is that they won't be there. So that's not just on the coach, that's on the GM. They need to make some moves. If it's Trader McCollum, then so be it. Like, he's a great player. I like McCollum. He could erupt too. He could have 40-point games. He's a 20-plus point scorer. But he's kind of undersized. Lillard's definitely undersized. So they leave a lot to be desired on the defensive side. Having 2 undersized guards is never good. Even, no matter how many points they could put up. They need a legit third option. Melo, he's good. He could score, but he's getting old. He can't be a reliable third option if you want to have championship aspirations. They need to look through the market, see who they could trade for. And if they don't get it done, then we might be looking at Lillard asking for a trade in the next year or two. He has 4 years left on his contract, so I don't believe he's going to be leaving this offseason. I think he's loyal to Portland. But if he's out, he's been out in the first round 4 of the last 5 years. They just fired the head coach, or they parted ways mutually, but they're getting a new head coach. If this new head coach can't get it done, if they make some moves and it's still not enough, at some point Lillard's going to be like, all right, it's not working out right here in Portland. I've been loyal. I've been more than enough loyal. I re-signed with you guys. I gave it as much as I can. But at some point, I got to look out for myself, not just the city of Portland, not just the team that drafted me, but I got to go, I'm chasing a legacy. I want to be remembered as one of the best, and I need a chip. We all know players get ridiculed for not winning a chip. We see the treatment that Chuck gets. Marino is not just basketball, it's in football too. Marino, he could have been regarded as the greatest ever if he got a couple chips, but he couldn't. A chip is very important, so Lillard, he probably is going to give it another shot with this new head coach. They're going to make some moves, hopefully, to rebuild this team, to add some defense, and we'll see what happens. But I think time is ticking for the Portland Trail Blazers. Time is ticking. You fired your head coach after 9 years. Like these are the signs of a desperate team, desperate measures. Like, you're firing your head coach. I applaud them for not just sitting there and saying, all right, we're just going to run it back. We're just going to run it back with Terry Stotts again, same team. Like, it might have been a little too late. Should they have done this in the last few years? Maybe, but we'll see if Jason Kidd or whoever is the new head coach is able to take that next step with the Trailblazers, because I'm telling you, the time is ticking on Lillard. He's loyal. He loves Portland. You can really tell that he loves that fan base. He loves that team, and he wants. I'm 100% certain that he wants to stay there his whole career. But there's gonna be a point where enough is enough, and he's gonna want to win. So best of luck to Portland and whoever takes up that head coaching position. I hope they do well. Not too well, because I am a Laker fan, but if not the Lakers, Lillard is a very easy player to root for. So we'll see. Who do you guys think the Portland Trailblazers are gonna sign for their next head coach? And do you think Lillard's gonna stay there his whole career? Do you think he's gonna leave in the next few years? Let me know down below or on my social media.